Blowing it by hitters with a neon ball the size of a small melon is no easy task. Neither is being a regular on the dean's list. But one Cal Poly junior pitcher seems to have it all figured out.
I knew that I wanted to go to college, and I knew that softball was going to be my best opportunity to go to a really good school like Cal Poly.
And it's an opportunity that's allowed Robyn Kontra to flourish. In her first season as a Mustang, she was named Big West Freshman Pitcher of the Year. For an encore, an all-conference honor. All the awards seem easy when you have a Johan Santana-esque arsenal.
I have a drop inside called a flip drop, and I have a drop curve to the outside, rise ball both in and out, curve and screw for lateral movement on each of the corners, and then I have an off speed.
Kontra leads the club in wins, strikeouts, and innings pitched. But her goals are surprisingly better measured in a Cyndi Lauper lyric book than in the stat sheets.
I just want to have fun. Playing with these girls and playing to the best of our ability is without a doubt the most fun thing that I've ever done in my entire life.
With all the time she puts in on the diamond, how is it possible for the public relations major to have a GPA nearly twice as high as her ERA?
I'm fortunate enough to be studying something I like to do, so it doesn't seem like that big of a deal when I'm pressured with school and stuff. It seems very productive, more so than a hassle.
While Kontra has the stuff of Johan, off the field, she is closer to Carlos.
I like playing Guitar Hero. I think that's fun. That's my new endeavor.
Mustang fans can only hope that her old endeavor leads Cal Poly to a Big West title.
The Mustang softball team is in position to do something it has never done before: win the conference and go to the NCAA tournament. Cal Poly is in a deadlock with Fullerton with only 6 games remaining. The Mustangs travel to face the Titans this weekend in a crucial series that could decide their fate. The softball club felt snubbed last year after falling just short of an at-large bid. A series win against Fullerton would all but seal a conference title and a tourney appearance.
Student athletes don't always have the easy life that many think. I talked with the Cal Poly lacrosse team's starting goalie, John Hatfield, to take a look into his daily life and the challenges that he faces.
John Hatfield is in many ways like a regular student. When he gets home from a long day on campus, he wants to relax. But as the starting goalie of the Cal Poly lacrosse team, John's day is far from over. After 4 hours of class and 4 hours of work every day, it's time for practice. In addition, the third-year mechanical engineer is also the vice president of his fraternity. But Hatfield is used to having a full schedule and has been a busy man since he stepped onto campus 3 years ago.
It actually turns out that once lacrosse is over, I find myself having too much free time and I end up being bored. So I like trying to keep myself really busy. It keeps me motivated for schoolwork, and I end up actually usually doing better in school during the season.
Hatfield has only 1 day per week that is not dedicated to lacrosse, a day in which he can finally relax and take care of neglected chores. He was a midfielder in high school, but switched to goalie last year because of the team's lack of depth. In addition to his demanding schedule, Hatfield had to put in the extra effort to learn a new position.
Well, it was dealing with something that just wasn't comfortable. A lot of people, when they come into college, they're in a position where things just tend to happen naturally, especially for goalies. A lot of the reactions are just instincts that you build over repetitive movement. So it was really difficult to start learning those, and I had to go and practice and spend more time by myself going over the type of movements you do to make a save.
Hatfield has gone from a liability in goal to a team leader who is expected to be a captain next year as a senior. His attitude is what sets him apart from most. Despite the demands of school and work, Hatfield never lets his teammates down.
Well, it's all about priorities. During the season, lacrosse has to be my top priority. Every now and then that means maybe studying for an hour less than I'd want to for a class before a test, and sometimes it affects my score, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes you don't get to go out as often as you want, but you know, this is the type of sacrifices you make to be on the team.
Despite the solid play of goalie John Hatfield, the men's lacrosse team was unable to move past the first round of the playoffs. The Mustangs fell to Sonoma State 11-4 on the road. Hatfield made 11 saves in goal, and Matt Anderson found the net twice in the blowout. The loss ended the Mustangs season 2 victories shy of making it to the national championship tournament. The Mustangs backed into the playoffs, losing 3 out of their final 5 games. They were ranked as high as 8th during the regular season. The good news for the team is that all but 4 starters will return in 2008. On the women's side of the field, the Mustangs are galloping their way to another championship season and to adding one more notch on their dynastic belt. Cal Poly finished the 2007 schedule with a perfect 18-0 record and are well on their way to their 7th consecutive national title. The Mustangs are led by first-team All-Leaguers Janelle Jones, Brittany Jones, and Carolyn Rupnick. The program has only been around since 1991, but its dominance of the sport has even the legendary John Wooden shaking in his rocker. Coach Eric Thomas and his squad are getting ready to head out to Denver for Nationals on May 9th, and a chance to put the icing on the potentially 7-tiered cake.